I don't know what is happening. The battle was won, our enemies defeated or encaged. I brought my lady to survey the remains. She was appropriately appreciative, and I return from a place of bliss to find everyone acting insane. Guess we'll have to sort it out on Dungeon Dads.
Yes.
Heroes rise, heroes fall. I see 'em on the front line, standing tall. They're risking life and limb to answer the call. But what they fighting for? Don't know, don't care, just along for the ride. But everyone must stand. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna win inside.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the podcast. You're listening to Dungeon Dads. Every War Must End, episode 86. 86, 3 away. What?
3 away from a
Taking this
TPK.
landing down.
That's it. It's just going to be a
Landing
TPK.
gear's not
That's
coming
it.
down, fellas. We're going to have to crash in the river. As always, I'm your DM, Tom Blaylock, and I am joined by John Watson playing the confused wizard. Iona Stilhavine. What's up, John?
You mind fucking me, dude.
Oh my God, does it feel good? Does it feel good?
That was no good. I know it's so hard to. It was amazing how things lined up to try and stay in character. Like, what is my character actually seeing?
Yeah. It's funny you say that I was mind fucking you because actually my MySpace page was called Psydick. So makes sense. Checks out.
Wow.
Psydick isn't that instead of psychic?
No,
You know,
yeah.
No, did you get it?
Nah, yeah.
Did you get it?
Tim Carr.
Playing the equally confused Filnir Omajira. What's up, Tim?
What is happening? I am having flashbacks to a life that may or may not have been mine with characters that I may or may not think I know any longer.
Ugh. Oh, it reminds me of the memories with Edgar. I don't know
Yeah.
about you, but I'm having flashbacks of that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And Sam Frank playing Schnobik the Bastard, and now truly her last. What's up, Sam?
I'm just confused all over the place. I came into a new situation. Now Tom's talking about side dick. It's like
I didn't say side dick. I didn't say that. That's not what I am.
I mean, I don't think you're the other thing either. But you know, like Kevin Bacon in Wild Things,
Invisible Man, or whatever it was.
Little side dick.
Yeah, that's true. It's gross.
Welcome to Dungeon Dads, everybody. In case you forgot what
Dungeon
podcast
Dads,
you're
everybody.
listening to.
Well, I mean, look, just to catch everybody back up, I don't even know what to say. Like, you still have Kareen is still up in Filnir's force cage up in the air. Bezelis still has her zombies searching the wreckage down below in where the Mirage Arcane Tower came tumbling down. She is trying to control the golems. She had a small conversation with Filnir and Ionis about possibly bringing Abel back into the world and what that might require, but also sort of giving some information about the nature of Gilbrain and her desire to leave it. And finally, she had another one-on-one conversation with Ionis where she gave him a warning about the nature of Filnir Omajira and why she probably wouldn't want to be palling around with him, as she has done in the past, and gave him a very powerful but very dangerous weapon, which Filnir now has possession of. So I think we should get back to it. You have about 5 to 10 minutes left before Kareen comes down. Bezalith has let it be known that, I mean, I don't know how much we want us to recap for Sam. He has, he doesn't know what happened in these conversations yet. So I will leave that to you two. I won't do a recap of that conversation, but I don't know how much you want to tell him. The floor is yours, gentlemen.
I'm just going to be in my mind. In my mind, I'm just going to be saying as we're moving toward Corrine, because Filner was right. We have more pressing matters. I'm just going to say the two of you know me. The two of you know me. We fought together. We are being played. That's all I'm going to say. But I'm not your enemy.
I am going to look at Corrine.
Yeah.
What is she? You want me to roll like an insight check or something?
She's up there with some popcorn watching us.
Yeah.
Right.
She has definitely been watching what's been going on, for sure. She is now very interested.
14. Yeah.
And what are you looking for?
I'm looking for if this looks expected. Does she have some knowledge of what's going on here, or is she as surprised as us?
So she, whatever she could listen to, she was, but there's been a lot of like mental conversations that were going on that are sort of hard to follow for anyone. But the thing that you all did say several times is that this thing only lasts an hour. And so she is sitting there and she has been sort of waiting and looking up at the sun and gauging time. And she's now starting to cast things on herself. She looks like she's prepping for part deux.
But she will not have been able to get the benefits of a short rest in there because she was.
She will not have the benefits of a short rest. That is true.
We have to get her down somehow.
She calls down to you. Yeah, because you I noticed you said you moved over toward the box where she is. Like
we're on like the wall, right?
We're on the
she's
wall.
Like
She's
floating in the air. Yeah.
So she's casting, and while she's casting, she starts to talk to you all, and she says, "The White Lady is not wrong. My mother is Elspeth, and I believe you that she wants to take my beloved Havis Corvair. She is also not wrong that Havis is my brother."
Hey-o!
A dry heave.
Sorry, new information to me again.
Discovery moment for Sam.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Corrine, this doesn't have to go this way. You are defeated.
I am defeated. My will to resist is gone, but I would rather take one or two of you out on the way out, if I must. Bringing me to my mother, she will destroy me. She will destroy all of our plans.
What if we don't bring you to your mother?
And what are you going to do? You're going to flood the valley with us? You're going to try to bring on the new age of Gilbrain? Is that your plan? Because short of that, Elspeth takes over. Of this, the White Lady and I agree. And Bezalith looks over and says, "The valley must be flooded."
Why? No one has told me why. Is this about the Lady Bone? I ask again and again and again.
And Bezalith just says, "It is imperative that the Lady Ehai helps me find the door. That is why I want it." And Corrine says, "It is necessary for the Lady Ehai so that we might ascend and expunge our world of those who can pull its strings. You are with one. My parents are others. The gods they have trapped here are still others. We will make Gilbrain for the Gilbrainies."
By removing many of them.
By removing those who must be sacrificed, and by sending home those who would do us danger. Havis understands what power lurks in this world and knows that we have to stand together, including the Illithids, and yes, also the demons. And you, half-elf, you are the one who was top of Havis's list.
Oh, now you recognize me.
Well, I know it's the one who was traveling with that one, she points at Ionis. And I know it is the one that has been recruited by my parents after. If you are who they say that you are the one who fought against them the first time. It was your rebellion. And now you are made their tool. Bezalith just clicks her lips and says, "And you had the knife, wizard."
I'm sorry. Are you teaming up with Corrine now?
I am not teaming up with Corrine. I want
shut
my
up.
control rod.
You want all the control rods.
Corrine reaches into a little compartment on her armor and pulls one out and says, "And I know how to use it."
I dare you.
Don't do that.
Why would you? Gods, I wish we had time.
She holds it up and she says, "Bezalith, you must ensure my safety. If you ensure my safety, I will teach you how to use this. If you do not, I will turn you on them right now. And we'll see how the sides line up." And then she stops, says, "I don't even know why I'm giving you an option." And she begins pressing buttons on the control rod.
Schnobik, we need to get Bezalith out of that golem.
What happens when I try to summon the sword to my hand?
She is now in your hand, and the golem stands erect but unmoving.
Just like me.
Oh, the deadpan on that delivery. Oh, the face. So good.
And Corrine says, "Even better. When she is wielded by you, you are unstoppable, vampire." And she continues to push buttons on the thing.
Snoopy, get rid of it.
I commune with the sword. My lady, what is happening here?
She is going to begin to control me, and I can control you, my last. That control rod. She can destroy me, or she can control me. It is up to her. If only your brothers were alive, they could summon me, and we could go back in the temple. But we cannot.
How much time on the force cage?
It's like a minute left.
Ionis, can you open a portal? To anywhere, somewhere far away.
No, we must kill the alchemists. The control rod will work anywhere on this plane, will it not?
But if he doesn't
Yes.
have the sword, just drop it, Snowbick.
She will still have power. We must send her far away.
Oh God, I can pull out the scroll.
Did you have an address for the temple?
The temple of what?
Didn't we get rid of the portal there?
Yeah, I think you did.
Which
I think
temple?
you just
The
you
one
dispelled
that
it.
Schnobik
In the
went to.
Underdark?
Oh,
Yeah, Bezalith Temple.
But okay, let's say I just do Seafoam. It opens up to Lakeshire. You just throw it in.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
That's our place.
Perfect. Do it.
No. Wait.
No, then she'll start just killing shit in Lakeshire.
I
It's
reach
just a
out
sword.
with my mind to my ravening thrall trapped in a coffin.
Wait a second. Let me get it.
James, it is your master. Can you hear me?
His master, James. James is stuck in a IMN box. It's like a very it's comforting, it's warm, but it's also I have not fear, it's not the right answer, but your lady's not here.
She is here with me. Do you still have access to your magics?
I have regained all of my magics here. But you have told me not to eat, and I would like to have conversation about that. I am very hungry, and James smelled dwarf. James smell humans around. James did kill. This word too wise. I killed old elf. He dead, but very very sad news. Very sad news. Your brother's dead. Your brothers are all dead. I found them. I could not save them. Very sad.
I have heard.
You don't sound sad. If I die, if James died, would you be sad, Master?
I would be sad at the way in which my power had been diminished.
Oh, that's very diplomatic. Sure, okay. What can I do for you, Master?
You cannot escape the coffin you are in. Can you bring something to you?
Who said I cannot escape a coffin I am in? I cannot move it. I'm too weak, but I could magic myself out to. I could come to you right now, Master. Would that be good?
James, that would be very good. Come to me.
Okay, okay, Master. Here I come. Okay, Master.
I don't know if it's good or not.
I am a coming, Master. Would you mind? I can. James hears music. That's how I travel. Would you mind singing me song, Master? I will come to you, and your sound waves will bring me in. Would you sing a song, Master?
Fuck you. He always sings raggy music to the vampires as he swings.
Schnobik, why are you singing?
Back and forward through the plains upon his horse.
Ionis, has he done this before? This is some sort of ritual we haven't seen.
The meter,
no,
the roar of
never
his
sings.
repeater, how they run.
And right behind Schnobik, Jesus of Waterdeep appears. He
Ragtime
goes, Master, I am here.
James.
I am here. Oh, hello, fellows.
Holy
nice to see
Magic
you.
What the fuck?
Wait.
Magic missile.
Besides, he knows shield.
Shield.
Counterspell.
Counterspell your counterspell.
Hold.
You can't do that. You just did the reaction.
Waste
You did
not,
shield.
Shit.
waste not your spell slots.
10 force damage. No.
Master, I eat him.
Hold on.
I eat him.
I'm sorry.
You
It's
said
30. It's 30 force damage.
Why? You overchannel.
Three missiles.
No, it's 3 missiles. That was 1 missile was 10.
Oh.
I rolled a 4. It's a perfect roll.
Okay. All right. Here, let me just. Fuck, man.
Really? Is this what you're really? You did this. You
No,
did every.
It's not that. It's
last
just
bit of
math.
this.
I just hate having all the maths right now. I'm in narrative. I don't want the maths when I'm in narrative. So like he tries to shield, and then the shield is counterspelled, and he gets hit, and he sort of steps back and goes, "Oh, Master, I have a feeling if I would have been able to eat, this would not happen. May I eat
Who's
him?"
master? Master who? How?
Schnobik, you told us he was dead.
He is.
Yeah, James is dead. Look, I have a mark on my neck. It's vampire mark. I dead.
He is dead, and he is mine.
Schnobik.
But, Master, point of order, point of clarification. I am dead, but I am also undead. See? because I was brought into the world as with a man without a beating heart. So, not dead.
Schnobik,
Schnobik, he is yours.
he is.
Turn him to Corinne.
Oh, I can do that. He looks up, he sees
Wait.
Corinne, and he casts disguise self on himself, and now he looks like Corinne.
That's not
James
quite what I
turned
said.
into
but-
Corinne.
Mm,
Hello, Corinne.
James, take this sword. You know the sigil sequence for the teleportation circle in the Underdark. You must take it there now.
Oh, okay, master. That's all. I could, he looks like he's near death. I could eat him. You could help
Leave
me.
it there,
you could bring him
return
back.
to us, and you will have your pick of, and I gesture to the field strewn with bodies.
And, his eyes are super good, just like yours. And he points and he says, may I have the living ones over there hiding in the marketplace?
You may have any of the ones. There are several near death here,
Fine,
but
master.
not quite dead yet.
Fine. I will bring back. I come back. It will take me time. I must rest.
And then I send to him telepathically. We will discuss it when you return. I must keep these mortals appeased.
And he holds up the old double fingers like he's like shooting like magic missiles at you, and then he stops and he turns his fingers at Ionis, and you can tell he has like a lot of desire to kill. And he says, as he disappears with Bezalith into the Underdark, he says, I think he plans to kill you, master. We should take care of him first. And he disappears.
Unfortunately, if you look at Ionis, he is staring daggers at Schnobik.
Of course.
We have
And
bigger things to worry about right now. Or I should say, in the next 12 seconds.
and Corinne just says, he remains on this plane with her. You foolish men. And she keeps pressing the sigil buttons.
We only need to buy ourselves a few seconds.
All right, you gonna let the time expire on the box, or
Is
can
it
you
sort of like
dismiss it?
like
No, I
a
can't.
Phantom Menace moment? We're like staring at each other through this clear box,
Yep.
psyching ourselves up, getting ready for it to drop.
It's very much that.
So as you're waiting,
I'm gonna hold a magic missile at her.
Yeah.
Not
Quiet
yet,
Dark
'cause
is Quiet
you'll
Dark is
lose
a
it.
bow.
We'll lose
Yeah.
it. Why?
Well, just because it's not done yet.
It's not within 6 seconds yet.
Oh, okay.
I guess I'll let you hold it.
How precise is our time calculation?
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
you
An
still
hour.
know exactly
Not
when it's
precise.
gonna
Not
drop?
precise. But I will let you. Basically, we can roll initiative, and then when she comes out, if you've beaten her in initiative, you can act before she does, and then she'll act, and then the people.
Oh,
who
is that
come
how it
after.
works?
Holy crap!
No, I'll let you do it. As soon as she starts falling, I'll let you. You can do it. But while you're still waiting for this box to go away, and the box is invisible, right? So it's hard.
Yes, it is invisible.
So
unless we're plunking things down or it suddenly has started to mist.
Well, it's got a big pool of acid on the floor, doesn't it?
No,
Was
that's
that
mine.
that one? That was the
And
previous one.
which has
right.
recently
Yeah.
which has recently disintegrated, and the acid has fallen to the ground.
yeah. But you
on the
do
juiciest, barely living mortal.
but you do see in the distance, DB is sort of coming to.
I thought he was dead.
Yeah,
You told us. No, he told us he was dead or unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not sure.
But he looked like, I mean, he's like discolored. He's like super. I mean, he was super fucked up, and he still is super fucked up. But he's like moving on the ground.
And what happened to
think he
all the little
looks
Fae and like
delicious.
bodies that Bezaleth had animated to go search for the control rods?
So the Fae disappeared a long time ago, but the zombies are still walking around, searching. They're basically given a command, and then they will continue doing that command until like they're told to do otherwise. And it lasts 24 hours. So it's like they're
It's just like a zombie yard.
it's like a zombie yard of like
they're just
cleanups.
rummaging for metal.
Yes, they keep finding things and bringing it to a central location. So they're actually piling up like a hoard
Like
of
ants.
treasure,
Yeah.
like in the middle
That's
of the
funny.
thing. It's like devoid of cloth and books and all the other worthless things.
That'll be easier for us to search through later.
Yeah. And
If we get there.
and the guards who are guarding the gate, of course, they have like been horrified, like what's been going on. And you see that they are like now dragging DB into the marketplace. There's a stone building that's like, it looks like a storage building that was not the one you came out of when you teleported here, but it's like on the other side of the market, and they're sort of dragging DB's like, now sort of moving body over there. And you see in the far distance that, DB's comrades who had come with, the beating drums and all of that stuff, they are still outside the gate. And like you could see them just in the distance. They've not made a move to like come in. But the assumption is that DB's doing like one-on-one combat against all of this shit that's in here. So Corrine looks over at you all and just says, she says, "If I take one of you out, Elspeth will be weaker, and that is enough for me." And just like that, she begins to drop.
And we're all rolling initiative.
You said
Do you want to
surprise
go ahead?
round?
Do you want to go ahead and you want to go ahead and fire off your magic missiles?
All right. Magic missile. Okay, so that'll be 21.
But I'm a dick because she had been slowly floating up to the top of the box, and she only drops down 3 feet, and she lands on the thing, and the magic missiles explode on the side of the box, and she goes, "Ha, fool!" And you have 2 more minutes before the box goes away.
I'm just gonna start. Just start shooting Eldritch
Tom's
blasts.
not getting his Christmas present.
Just start shooting Eldritch blasts.
Yeah, ping, 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 ping.
Just
They're
aimed at her,
going all
but
over the place.
just to like, just
Yeah. Okay.
rattle her psyche a little bit.
She's not out of spells. She's out of high level spells. Oh well. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Okay. Oh man. Hey, what happens to half elves and charm magic asking for a friend? A friend who would know.
A friend who would know. I think if I recall, I have resistance or advantage on saving throws. It's advantage.
God damn it. All right. Well.
Oh,
whatever.
well, here's an interesting quandary. Catnap. Magic can't put you to sleep.
No, it's fine.
That's fine. That's willing.
I'm going to give it to you. There's no reason for me to fuck around with you. Having said that, you may be able to be put to sleep by this kind of magic that I'm going to throw to you. It's no big deal. You can have either one. You can either have your short rest, or you can have the potential of being put to sleep by something else. Asking for a friend. All right. Let's go ahead and roll initiative. This box is coming down.
21 for Ionis.
23 for Schnubik.
10 for Filner.
Okay. And fuck. All right. Well, whatever. I don't care. All right, Schnobik. You're pretty sure this thing went down. Like the way the weather was moving around it.
I really there's the potential to waste an attack, but more than that, I just don't want to make myself look the fool like my brother and Filnir.
You're all about 30 feet away from her.
And is she sort of diagonally up?
Oh yeah, that's right. She's about,
or is she level with the edge of the wall?
I mean, let's say she's level because she was dive bombing in at you. She's like kind of, she's 30 feet away. Let's say she's at your level or maybe just a little bit up, but she's 30 feet away from you.
Okay.
Hey guys, good news. Jeremy Crawford says catnap is fine for half elves and elves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Perfect. You can still be affected by the sleep spell for this episode only, though. Just full disclosure.
I am going to try to hit her with a mind sliver. DC 16 intelligence save.
Okay. Okay, 19.
And nothing happens. And then I'm going to take one longbow shot.
Okay.
Because that was a cantrip. 15.
That is a miss.
Great turn.
All right. But important information here. So Schnobik clearly casts a spell at her, seems to not affect her, and then he fires his bow at her, and the bow goes right past her face through where the box used to be, and the box is definitely down. Ionis, it's your turn.
Okay. I know that we need to kill her, but question is the best way.
Quickly.
But it's not gonna she's not gonna be dead after your turn. I'm wondering if we should do something that has a lasting effect on her. And if this doesn't work, then this would suck. All right.
I mean, I can hold her.
Nah, I'm going to look at her and I'm going to cast blindness.
Okay.
That's a DC 18 con save.
Con save. And we haven't pulled this out yet, but she has one reaction that she can use. Let's see. 23. She doesn't have to use it. All right. All right. She shakes that off. 2 straight attacks. And it is Filnir.
And how far up and away is she?
She's 30 feet away from you. She's say 25 feet out from the wall and another 10 feet up from you. So maybe she's 30 feet off the ground. But she's 30 feet away from you.
Okay.
And you guys are all together, right? You're not, it's not like you're spread way out around the wall so that I have
Not
to do
way
calculations.
out. We don't have that arc we had before.
Yeah,
which
I don't have to do calculations for how far every single person is. She doesn't have fireball or anything like that on her.
No, just lightning shit. She's an artificer, so int saves are probably her strong suit. Filnir's gonna spread out, gonna move away from Schnobik and Ionis again.
Whatever.
And then as he's running, he's going to cast Dispel Magic on her.
Oh, you have it now too.
Man.
5th level.
Nice.
That's
all my
fucked
spells
up.
are 5th level.
Okay.
Better drop that darkness bead too.
This is off. This is off. And this is off. Okay, whatever.
And then I guess he can Hexblade's curse her as well before he moves out of 30-foot range. But I should know it. Yeah, so Dispel Magic, then Hexblade's curse, so that doesn't go away. And then scampers 30 feet to the left.
Okay. All right. And you guys have all this fucking ability to counterspell and all that stuff. She knows it. You've done it to her before. All right. So she holds her arm up, and these two little like light nodules appear on her right arm of her armor, and she takes aim and she fires this like very like thin ray of electricity at Ionis. And let me see here. Man, this doesn't do any goddamn damage. So stupid. I built her for an army. I built her to like be supported by an army. All right, and this has got so 20. Does
20?
a 20 hit? Yeah.
Shield.
Okay. And she is going to fire again. Man, this is so terrible. Ooh, 28.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. All right. So this thing hits you, and it's going to do... it does 3 damage to you.
Okay.
But you feel your muscles just suddenly get tight, and this like string of electricity remains in place. So like you are now connected with this like string of electricity from her to you. And then she turns her arm and fires at Schnobik. And this is her last attack. That's a 16. I'm assuming that's a miss. Okay. And then with that arm, every time wherever she moves that arm, the string of electricity like moves with it, and she touches her the other arm, the armor on her other side, and she pushes a button. And when she pushes a button, you get this jolt of electricity to you, and I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 16.
Okay. That is not going to do it. And you are going to take an additional 7 damage.
Okay.
Okay. You can still move.
Okay.
But you definitely feel like this thing is not good for your health.
Mm-hmm.
Like it feels like you might not be able to move very far away from her. It feels like it's getting tighter when she pushed that button.
Mm-hmm.
And she casts something on herself. You're gonna stop her? She touches her chest.
Legendary thing. I already used
Nope.
shield. I can't stop anything.
Oh, okay. All right. So she casts something on herself. All right, and it is Schnobik's turn.
I am going to try to hit her with another Mind Sliver.
Okay. Wait, let me
So
check
again-
something. Let me check something, because I
Okay.
believe... I just want to make sure I get this effect right. Okay. I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Did she cast Sanctuary on herself? God damn it. Is that wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
13.
Yeah, you go to cast, and it's just it doesn't. You're just like, I just can't do it. There's some good reason that I need to keep her alive, and you cannot
son of
cast
a
on her.
bitch. All right, I'm also going to take a longbow shot.
Okay, do another saving throw.
Yeah.
Wisdom saving throw.
17.
That is not going to do it.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Jesus.
That's not it. Okay. Whew.
Wait. I use my reaction.
What? What is this reaction you have?
For arcane deflection. Oh, yeah. When you are hit by an attack or fail a saving throw, you can use your reaction to gain a +2 bonus to your AC against the attack, or a
that's
+4
fucked up.
bonus to the
No.
saving throw.
No.
So that becomes a
Plus
20. That becomes a 21.
Wait, 21. I thought you got +2.
+2 to AC or
+4
to
to a
saving throw.
saving throw.
Whatever. Yeah. Okay. You can fire.
Now watch, I'm gonna miss this shot.
fire your plinky little bow at her. That's fine with me.
But then she gets disadvantage on her saving throws against me if I can hit with this. 18.
That's a miss.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, she's tough in close combat. Oh, I love it. All right, Ionis, it's you.
Oh, man.
Now, to be fair, just so you know, so you don't meta this too much, you just saw Shinobik cast something at her, or start to cast something, and then change his mind and fire his longbow, and it misses her.
Yeah.
Well, we see the spell fail, right? Or you lose the spell.
No, he just changed his mind. He didn't. He just
Okay.
decided
Yeah.
not to cast
So
it.
we see. Okay.
Well, do we and is that for every it's for every attack, right? It's not like you succeed and then
Every
you're good
attack,
for the
every
turn.
spell. Yeah. Yep.
So would that be 3 for Eldritch Blast, or would that be 1?
3 for Eldritch Blast, I believe, which is good. Works for you because then you have 3 chances.
Yeah.
Right.
Double checks. It's basically disadvantage.
Okay. My original thought.
But he did lose the spell. Sorry, he did lose a spell, but it was a cantrip, so it doesn't matter.
Cantrip.
Okay. My original thought was to send a firebolt her way.
Okay.
So I'm gonna attempt to fire a firebolt.
Are you gonna try to move at all? I'm just asking for a friend.
I'm gonna fire first.
Okay. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 22.
All right. Fire away.
All right. Firebolt. That's a 15.
It's not gonna do
I'm
it.
going to use a luck point.
Oh, I love it. I'm so happy.
You can do better than that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Roll it again.
Fire again. 27.
All
27 is gonna hit.
Okay, and then 3d10. Oh, this one's
buddy.
that's going to be 28 damage. I got a 10 on there, 7, a 10, and a 6 plus 5.
DC 14 concentration. Shoot.
Come on now.
I'm trying to think. But
We
she doesn't
know
have anything.
Sanctuary's
She's not
concentration.
She's not concentrating on
She's
Sanctuary?
not concentrating on anything. No, Sanctuary is not a concentration.
It's not?
That's a no con spell there.
Oh, that's right. You would know. Oh, boo.
Yeah. All right, but that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage, boo.
And then I want to try and move the opposite direction of Filnir.
Okay. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 20.
Okay. You can move, but your movement is halved.
Okay. I'll move as far as I can. 15 feet.
Okay. And where are you going? Sorry.
Opposite direction of Filnir. Filnir ran one way. I'm running the other way.
Okay. All right. And Filnir, it is you.
Okay.
I think still no super apparent thing that
That's telling
she's
me to,
warded by anything yet.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
hit her just fine.
Yeah, he hit her just fine.
So Filnir will drop the darkness bead.
Okay.
So he is now hidden from view. And if I moved 30 feet, she's what, like 45 feet? 50,
Yeah,
something
that
like
sounds
that.
right. That sounds right.
She's cursed. I am going to fire Quiet Dark, the longbow.
Okay.
So wisdom save first, correct?
Wisdom save. Yep.
24.
No problem.
And then with advantage, the longbow. That is a 30 to hit, which is a 19, which with Hexblade's curse, boom, is a critical hit.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
So, shall we have some fun? I got to roll an extra d8 here, so it's going to be... okay, so you get 5 from Hexblade's Curse, 5 Necrotic, plus 13 Piercing, plus the extra d8, which is another 2. So that's 23, 25, plus a Smite.
Oh, I smite.
Damn.
This is just ludicrous.
She is smitten.
Which is a critical, because it's a critical. So
Yes.
He's
Wanna
just
get
been
smoked?
waiting for this. Been waiting for this combo.
yes, indeed. I don't even know how many dice is this thing. I got to get them ready. 1d8 plus, so
He's going to kill her.
4d8
Great.
Wait,
twice.
48.
twice.
Wait, 4d8?
Does it
Yeah,
also
because it
smash
casts-
her to the
it's-
ground?
It casts at 5th level. Well, she's in her levitating armor, so she goes prone, but it won't take the armor's ability away.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
But
first level.
Isn't it 5d8?
It's first level at 1d8, and then it's 5d8. You're right,
Yes, that's 10d8.
10d8.
Just give me the total number. I don't want to do this math. I don't want to do this math.
All right,
I
hold
like
on.
math, but not in this case.
All right, I need more dice. Hold on. All right, here we go.
This is stupid.
66.
Jeez.
Oh my god. Okay.
That way, of those 10d8, 4 of them were 8s and 3 of them were 7s.
This is
my
so
God.
stupid. Oh my
And-
god.
And 1 was a 6. Like that is the high. That's incredible.
That's incredible.
Is she still alive?
Just give me the total number. I'm not doing the math. I'm not doing the math.
66 plus 25 is that's 71 and 91.
All right, you tell me how she dies. You tell me.
Damn.
You tell me. I don't care. Make it gross though, because this is gross.
So I think what happens is Filnir shoots with the arrow, and then basically like the smite sort of emanates from the arrow hit and just like sort of explodes from within. So her pieces of armor go flying in all sorts of directions, and then her body and her head like land down and then bump into one of the zombies with the metal, knocking some metal out of its hand, and then it just goes, runs, picks up the metal, and keeps on going as if nothing's happened.
So terrible.
And Schnobik pulls an arrow out of his quiver and looks at it like, well, what's wrong with you guys?
Wow, that was so much damage.
God, 91.
I still have another shot too.
Okay, go ahead. I don't know. Like, who are you gonna shoot? You're gonna shoot at Ionis?
And then I'm going to take the healing from the Hexblade's curse, and I'm going to pop her into a specter. Let's do all the things.
Oh,
Okay. All right. All right. And she rises up without armor on as a specter. And hey, wait, you can do the specter more than one time in a day?
I did a short rest.
Is that the
Let me double check if it's long. Oh no, it's long rest. So I can't do the specter. You're right. My mistake.
Oh, I'm so
So-
happy I had to deny you something in this. It's so good. I mean, like, I'm just like so beyond. Okay, haha. So your specter starts to rise up, and then it looks at you, and it's like, nah, I'm gonna go on to the other world, and she does.
And then so then Filnir will grab the darkness bead and pocket it, and then
and
look at them and
Schnobik-
say, "Now we have to talk."
One moment, Schnobik casts jump and jumps down to retrieve the control rod.
Okay, yeah, it is there, and you can see that now, even though it's metal, she has like been typing in things, and You speak and read Undercommon, is that correct?
I do.
Yeah.
Does anyone here speak Undercommon?
Does
Nobody
anyone
speaks
speak Undercommon? Yeah. All right. So the control rod, the buttons that like people didn't like recognize, when you depress one of the buttons, Undercommon letters appear.
I was like, does it ask me if I want to change my language options?
No, but like on the buttons, it's you like half press it down and then a letter appears, and on the lower, like down below on the control rod, and so each one of these buttons is a different letter, and if you push it all the way down, it makes that like letter stay there for the next one, and it is currently written out as Bezalith Luatal, and there's a button on the bottom that says in Undercommon, execute.
Is there one that says clear, remove, delete?
No, but like if you push one of these buttons all the way down, it starts adding letters to it. And you need to take some time to figure out how this thing works.
I make it say Bezalith Luatalissimo.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then what? And then do you hit the execute button?
No.
Okay.
No. Why would I?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
But
okay.
just in case I accidentally bump it while it's in my pack.
Yeah. And somewhere in a different plane, poor Bezalith Lualtissimo. No. Yeah. No. When you press it, it just the name goes away.
The Lady Bianco.
The Lady Bianco. All right.
All right. And then I jump back up onto the wall.
All right. So all three of you are there. Ionis, you still have Bezalith's words ringing out in your head. This is how it starts. As Filnir looks at you with flaming eyes of red anger.
That felt good.
Is it truly finished?
I don't... Wait. Where is DB? He's moved. We may not be done, but that was a druid, if I recall. Ionis, what did Bezalith say about that blade?
She said... She told me to be careful of you. She said that she's dealt with you in the past many times, and that you keep resurfacing. It sounded like past lives. I do not know. But she told me that this weapon, and I point to it.
Well, you don't, because you can't see it.
Oh, it's in your pack. Well, I point to. Yeah, I guess I don't know where you put it.
You just gesture. Yeah, sure, whatever.
That weapon could destroy you or banish anyone to their original plane. And she produced it out of nowhere and handed it to me. Now, I thought that first, if I could get it away from her, then there's nothing looming over you. And then second, I thought I'd try and identify it and see if we could use it against Elspeth or anyone else who is outside of this realm. I would recommend we do not use it, but I wanted to get a sense of it. But I will admit, in the spirit of teamwork, and with the knowledge that for some reason my brother is smitten with this woman, I made it seem as if I took it under the pretenses of using it later.
Filnir walks right up to Ionis, looks up at him, dead into his ocular nerve. Because let's not forget, Filnir's like 5'3".
5'3", yeah. 5'3" and just exploded Havis Corvair's number 2 from the inside out, including like severing her body and her head from the armor. I mean, let's not look past the like absolute grotesquerie that after he has been learning these things, he has just like obliterated with one arrow shot like one of the most powerful people you have faced. Bezalith is not wrong, is all I'm saying. Go ahead, Filnir.
Wow, just step on my moment, Tom. Thank you so much.
Sorry.
So Filnir looks Ionis dead in his ocular nerve and says, I trust you. Perhaps it was a confluence of events, but I can't trust Bezalith. And I look over at Schnobik, and I don't know if I can trust you either.
Well, you can't. But I do not know that I can trust Bezalith either at this point. And I sort of look at the control rod that I've got in my hand. She seemed to be under some other influence. We do not know how many of these there are out there. Until I can be certain that they are destroyed, I do not know that we can trust my lady.
And yet she can pull your strings.
And let us not forget, Jesus of Waterdeep?
That is exactly what I mean, Ionis.
That is beside the point right now.
It is not beside the point. That is the point, Schnobik. You told us he was dead. That was the plan.
I did not lie.
He is still living.
Maybe
that is not the right word, but you understand the meaning that I am putting out. He is still here. He still acts. He still has his abilities.
Easy, half-elf. Do not explode me with an arrow.
Don't
I merely wish to converse with you.
This is not a joke, Schnobik. You truly think you can control him?
Yes.
We are in great danger, and it is your fault.
Shall we discuss the danger that we are in?
The danger that we are in.
What do you think is going to happen now?
Clearly, the elves, my lady, potentially, perhaps others, feel that this world is still under the control of outside influences. They also feel that somehow the only way to free ourselves from that control is to flood the valley. I would not see that course of action taken. I do not like demons. They taste awful. I would see this realm populated by the folk of this valley for generations to come.
As would I.
I believe we must discover, and quickly, what Elspeth's true intentions are for this world, and if there is a way to thwart those intentions without killing everyone we have come to know.
It does not sit well that Jesus still walks.
Well, my
And with
little
you.
thrall of a wizard is somehow seems like not such a grand deal when we are discussing the masters of the universe.
As long as you have control.
And I say out loud, but also in my head, James, leave the sword and return to me.
And in your head, he says, it's a lot of high-level spellcasting, Master. Here I am. I can bring her in the thing. Do you happen to have, I don't know, instructions for a nearby teleportation portal or something of that nature?
To me, James.
Master,
That one's just in my head.
Yeah. Master,
I crank whatever mental, compulsion I have.
I don't have. You want me to use even higher level magic than 7 out of 9?
I'm making a point here, James. Just show up.
Okay. And he appears and he goes, could have been mind blank, could have been polymorph, could have been, anything, Master.
You will
It
be
could-
given time to rest, James. For now, eat while we talk.
And he dimension doors across the marketplace, 500 feet away, 400 feet away. How far can he go?
500.
500 feet away. And you see him moving at superhuman speed toward the storage compartment.
James, we discussed this.
You said we talk. You said go
Wounded,
eat.
the wounded in the field, the ones near death. You may have them.
And he disappears and reappears on the wall. Dimension doors again, and then he misty steps down.
You just love using up all his spell slots.
All his slots. I know. I love it. And then he is going down, and he begins to feast on almost dead commoners.
Where are we with the collection of alchemist charms and control rods?
So
Bezleth had 2, and then what happens to those when she gets put back into the sword? Are they on the golem that was sitting
on
there?
the golem. They're on the golem. Yeah.
Okay, so Filner will
And
grab
I've got
those.
one. Now, are we assuming that there are 6 total? Is that
Should
what
be
Corinne
8.
said?
8 total.
8 total.
How many? So
Because
how do you
Havis
have
has
one?
one.
What happened, Tom?
How does who have one, Tom?
How does Schnobik have one?
I have the one that was on Corinne.
Oh, okay. You took that
Yeah.
one. Okay. Yeah. So you have now. Filner has 4 now.
Yeah, I had 2 on my character sheet, and then this would be 2 more that she had.
So 4, 5. They have the others here on the various alchemists. They are all dead, including Poppy and Crutch. Everyone is dead here. Schnobik is, I mean, not Schnobik, James is finishing them off. For a wizard, he looks really crazed. He's got blood all over his mouth. Even the zombies are sort of avoiding him because he looks like it's really scary looking. And the pile of loot here is getting high, and you see that there are lots and lots of like interesting and expensive items. Nothing looks like necessarily magic other than the other amulets that match the ones that you have. So the other 2 are here that exist
So
among
that was
these alchemists.
Yeah, that was what I wanted to do next was figure out if Poppy and Crutch's bodies were visible or if I had to use the staff to find them. I know I had one amulet from one of them that they gave me, right? Or did they both give me their amulets?
They both gave them to
Right,
you.
that's why I
Yeah,
have
they both
2.
gave them to you. That's why I have 2.
Come, my allies. Let us see if there's anything of use here and discuss our next steps.
Yeah. So here's the weird thing, Filner, because you're under the influence of the amulet. Oh wait, you're not anymore because it's been an hour.
Right.
So yeah, you can't see Poppy and Crutch. Sorry.
Okay.
My apologies.
But I can touch my staff.
You can touch
and
your
have a look
staff,
around.
and you see them. They're impaled on a root that was sticking up from a tree stump. That sort of had made its way up. They landed hard on it, and it is.
They're clearly gone.
Yeah, clearly gone, dead.
Um,
And it's been too long for revivify, all that stuff. It's like they're gone.
okay. And I can get down to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to see if they have control rods while I'm on
They
the
do.
other plane. Okay. And I will. All you guys see, of course, is the staff moving around. Stop in a spot. I'm going to collect the control rods. He's going to take a quiet moment to try to recall more of the interactions that he had with them. And, pay some respects.
Yeah. I'll give you another history check here for these 2, not separately, just the 2 of them together.
That is a 13.
Yeah. I mean, you certainly you're having more and more memories. The thing that you remember from Crutch is that even though he was in the shape of an elf, this dude came to you as a goblin. And he still holds his elven shape even in death here, but he had often regaled you of tales of raiding and stealing from small villages all around the Sword Coast.
Okay.
And he was sort of the conduit and the storyteller of Faerun. Like what you learned of Neverwinter and what you learned from all these places, you really learned from him, and you learned from him multiple times. Like you remember being told the same story now several times and being amazed by his telling of it. And it matches up to your memories of Neverwinter. So you, again, sort of like, it's weird. It's like, are these your memories, or are your memories built on a story from Crutch the Goblin?
And as we have learned previously, an elf can be a goblin, right?
Well, yes, they can take on the shape of it. Yes. Yeah.
No, I mean,
Well,
like
they could be called goblins from the market.
That's right. That's right. That's right. But he is ethnically a goblin.
He's ethnically goblin.
So
Ionis is going to come down off the wall and cast Liam's tiny hut, and
all right.
go and just be in there.
All right. And are you doing anything? Are you reading? Are you like, what's the...
I'm taking my long rest.
Okay.
Is there in the pile of treasure anything that looks particularly interesting?
So
Or
there's
useful?
lots of valuable things. There's lots and lots of things made of gold here. You are seeing pieces of ore that looks like it could be charneled. So like there's definitely, you're now familiar enough with this stuff that you recognize the building blocks for charneled weapons here all over the place. You also see a ring that they have collected, and it is very, very cold to the touch. And I'll let you just have that for now. It's going to take some time to identify it. But that's the only thing that seems vaguely magical here. And then there's a chest down there that is full of maps. And as you flip through them, none of them seem to be from Gilbrain. And they are of cities with weird names that you've never heard of. They have, some of them are sort of elevations of places with like building plans on them for things that are not yet built. And you see, finally, as you're flipping through, you see a map that's titled in Undercommon. It says Godstone Maps, and it's bound together, and every page has a number and a date, and the date spans thousands of years.
Filner's going to appear over Schnobik's shoulder as
he sees I found something that looks interesting.
I mean, he disappeared to go pay his respects, and then probably saw them rummaging through some stuff, and is now going to be keeping an eagle eye on Schnobik.
This is clearly through time maps of the inside of the Godstone, and the first map now, as you sort of flip back through, it is clearly just a room, and it says the original, and there is a like it's got like little circles on it all over it in this like giant room, and then there is a drawing of a person sitting on a throne, and underneath it says Tempest. And then, you step forward a few hundred years and you see that there's a town, and now you keep flipping through, and now it's like 1,500 years in the future, and like it has dates on it and years, and you realize that there is still, every page has a throne with someone sitting on it, and at the 1,500th year, the throne no longer has Tempest on it, and instead sits an old man and labeled Abel of the Godstone.
Filnir,
Yes.
I feel a fool for neglecting to ask before now. We've taken these stones, charneled weapons, portals, realms. They've almost become commonplace. I didn't think to ask. Where did Havis Corvair go?
Did Griggly not tell us? I don't know.
I don't believe they ever specified.
I think we have to look for some sort of some ore here. Whatever it was that Elspeth altered, it will be here somewhere.
Filnir, why would the elven alchemists have detailed maps of the Godstone?
I don't know.
I'm afraid I do know. And it may be a very big problem.
And as you're flipping through, you see finally in the bottom of this chest, you see a scroll that looks exactly like Ionis's scroll from Griggly. And this one looks like it has 2 more pages on it with various addresses scrawled on it. And you see that there are 7 locations that begin with Abel. And thus ends episode 86 of the Dungeon Dads podcast.
Woo!
Damn.
I think someone's going into that Godstone.
Gotta go holla. Holla, holla, holla.
Gotta go holla, 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 holla.
All right, y'all. This has been
right.
insane.
Yeah.
So good. All right, we'll get to the bonus. We'll get that out to you next week, listeners, on Patreon only. Patreon.com/Dungeon Dads. Don't forget we got a merch store. Don't forget we got a official dice partner, Fanroll Dice. We'll make sure the link and the discount code Dungeon Dads, all one word, for 10% off is there as well. Unless you guys got anything, I think that's time for Toodaloo.
That's Toodaloo, man.
Everybody.
Toodaloo.
See you next time.